My name is Teodora Ghimpe. I am 33 years old and I live in Romania, in Brăila city. I work as a psychologist since 2014 in my individual cabinet, and since 2013 I have also held the position of support teacher for children with special educational needs. In what follows, I will try to capture some important landmarks regarding my evolution in my psychological career and to share with you some key elements that play an impactful role on my profession ascent. And how did this beautiful adventure begin and this process at the same time? Well, it all started in 2006 when I was a medical student in my first year, where I was fascinated by the psychology classes because the teacher taught with passion from working in the penitentiary as a psychologist, and all these stories sound so interesting that I said I will choose to study this field much more deeply because that is what I would like to pursue as a professional activity. And later, I wanted to get to know myself better and help others in this regard. These were the first seeds dreams. Seen from the outside, the profession of psychologist can seem like any other profession, a social role which you get to address to the level of perfection, of the excellence. However, I believe that especially in this land of soul, mind, and feelings, there must be a vocation, a calling. Therefore, I gave up the general medicine courses in Târgu Mureș and I enrolled in the psychology faculty in Bucharest. And after graduating from 3 years of study, I attended master courses at the University of Iași, another beautiful city in Romania, where I stayed for 2 years. And when I returned to my hometown in Brăila, I thought terrified that I would not find anything work that had to do with what I learned in these 5 years of study. But it seemed that destiny wanted me to meet a friend who worked in education. And she was the one who opened my mind to try to participate in the tenure exam. So in 2013, I managed to pass the exam that offered me the opportunity to work as a traveling and support teacher. I can say that it was what I would have wanted to do all my life, but for the beginning of the road as a person who wants financial independence, but also an additional motivation to continue his professional and personal development, I can say that it was a choice inspired and beneficial also. In fact, I fulfilled a childhood dream that of working with children, even if not as a kindergarten teacher, but intertwined with the dream of adolescence that of helping people. And later, I realized that this job suits me like a glove, and here I am doing all this now. 1 year later, after finished my studies, I decided that I could fulfill my dream of working as a psychologist. So I submitted my file to the College of Psychologists to obtain the right to practice as a clinician. And then I was looking for a supervisor who would guide my steps on this land, not yet explored by me, except on a theoretical level. And later, I found my office, my workspace, and I started to practice shyly and with the fear of not making mistakes. When I had the first patient in front of me, but slowly I started to gain courage and gather all the information I acquired in all this year of study and in supervision period, and I started working with patients of different ages from 2 years to 80 years with people who have different symptoms, mental disabilities, drug or alcohol abuse, psychosexual disorders, suicidal ideation, depression, anxiety, and even with children with autism disorders. In other words, the role of the psychologist, as I see, it is to remodel cognitive, emotional, and behavioral, providing the appropriate lenses for each person, patient, or client, and relating to personal history, personality, and significant experiences, make until that moment. I also strongly believe that beauty and results indirectly the most beautiful satisfaction emerge from the sensitivity and depth of the psychologist personality structure. As in other field, the route is not a linear one which guarantees permanent success, but it is an important to continue to develop both personality and professionally, to accept the emotions make a difference in our lives and bringing quality and authenticity to the workplace, and to continue to discover yourself as that you can understand and help other people. For me, another wonderful experience was the opportunity to be part of the Erasmus Plus project team, and came to participate with other professionals in the field of psychology in various training courses or exchanges of good practices. The mobilities gave me the chance to meet new people and to make new friends, to share professional experiences and to exchange ideas and ways of intervention in certain situations we face in this fascinating world of psychology. Well, Erasmus Plus, it is an opportunity to look at the world with different eyes, to feel and discover new and new emotion. Therefore, in all these years of knowledge, recognition, and lifelong learning, I have discovered a more important thing about myself, namely that I'm a strong woman who knows what she wants, and if she proposes something, surely she obtain that. Um, of course, through a lot of work, perseverance, and consistency. I think that independence and stability for women are the main secret that ensure her long-term success and make her grow more and more. And this is the small part of story of my professional life, and I hope that your career will be at least as flourishing as mine up to this age. And in the end, I give you a piece of advice: don't postpone things.